What is up, everybody? It's your boy, Real Estate Investor Sab, and we are on the corner of Little Italy, just back there. That's where all the Italians hang out, and the nice restaurants, and the celebrations in the evenings, summer evenings. But anyways, I wanted to take you to this property because it's our first ever up and down duplex conversion, ADU conversion, right? Where we have up and down, and we'll show you in a second. Back there, you can see the stairs going to the upper unit. A little bit different type of ADU where we normally use to the basement conversions, but this is not a conversion per se. This is actually an up and down that we're converting into a single family plus an ADU. Great for the seller, great for the homeowner who's going to buy it, you know, great for cash flow, great for house hacking. And I just want to go over some key points on what you got to be careful about when you're doing these kind of conversions or these ADU inclusions, because it's different from, you know, doing a basement conversion. Okay, so just a couple of key points. Let's go see it. All right, okay, here we go. So we're entering the house, and the most important thing in ADUs, right, they'll not tell you, but they focus on it a lot, is fire separation. Fire separation between this unit and fire separation between that unit, right? In this case, it's an up and down. So technically speaking, anything that separates the two units needs to get firewalled. Okay, in this case, is the ceiling of the main floor unit or the floor of the upper unit, right? That's the key thing. Okay, fire separation is massive. That includes fire separating your furnace room. Okay, so in this case, you can see here, furnace room is in the hallway or in the vestibule or whatever you call this thing, right? That's where the furnace is, right there. So key point over here, you gotta watch out and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. You gotta fire separate this ceiling over here, because this is the source of any major fire in a house, is the furnace, right? So you gotta fire separate that ceiling. So we took down that whole ceiling and we put 5/8 drywall there, and we fire caulked. You can still see some of the fire caulk. We don't have to finish it. It's in the mechanical room, but you can see that red kind of paste. That's fire caulk. So we fire caulked, we fire taped, and fire caulked all the edges. You can see here's a sleeve that's actually a plumbing stack, but that little gray portion, the moment I move my finger in there, it auto focuses. But you see that little gray portion over there? That's a sleeve. That's actually a fire sleeve. So when fire hits that, it'll expand, and the fire will not go in through the sides of that plumbing stack. So stuff like that, okay, is very important in especially in an up and down duplex like this. Obviously, this is a furnace room, so it's not only the ceiling. That's the external wall. That's an external wall. This is an internal wall. So this whole wall had to come down. Actually, we had to build this wall out. We had framed it, and now it's 5/8. So it's completely sealed off. And to make it even better, we got that fire-rated door there with the self-closing hinges. Boom! It closes on itself. You know, in case there is a fire, so it traps in there. 20-minute fire-rated door. Oh, and by the way, of course, we have the auto shut off there on the furnace, on the air intake. That thing detects as soon as there's smoke caused by a fire coming into the air intake, because there's one shared furnace all over the house, all over both units. And this thing will shut off that furnace automatically, right? So if there's a fire, the furnace gets shut off, you're enclosed for at least 20 minutes in front, and you got 30 minutes fire rated on the top and on the side. It's going to be contained there. You got interconnected smoke alarms throughout both units, right? That's going to basically let everybody know there's a fire in this house, and the single family with an ADU, everybody get out. Okay, so there you go, all interconnected smoke alarms. And that's the big thing. That was the big thing in this house, right? So really, we did not take down the whole ceiling, okay? We did not take down the whole ceiling. What we had to do is get all these smoke alarms in here interconnected. And because of doing that, we had to run tracks, obviously, through the drywall to get the wires through. And all of that drywall, where we cut into it, you don't see it now, it's perfectly done. All over here to the electric panel, which is right behind this door here, was all fire caulked before we could mud and tape it and finish off the drywall, okay? So, again, your BCI is most important. Okay, I keep saying that. I'm doing enough of these ADUs to know that your BCI is most important, because he or she's got to draw it out and use the OBC, right? Part 9 of the OBC will tell you exactly what to do. Inspectors can't tell you what to do. Okay, inspector's job is to make sure that your drawings, which has already been approved by the city, by the way, your drawings, that whatever you do follows those drawings. So if the drawing says you need an interconnected smoke alarm in this room over here, you better make sure you have one. That's all the inspector does. All right, really make sure that you follow exactly what's on the drawings, because the drawings go to a review process, and that review process approves or disapproves, you know, what you're trying to do. So the BCIN is super important in getting that code and maintaining the code, right, in her drawings or his drawings, so the city can actually review that, approve that, and then you go out and execute. All right, so that's it for me, man. Up and down duplex, first one we did here in Windsor. There's going to be a lot more of these coming. I'm pretty much sure of it. And if you got one and you need help on your project, you know who to call. Real Estate Investor Sab, all one word. DM me, private message me, email me, sab@realestateinvestorsab.com, and we take care of your project. Peace.